Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you all can hear me very clearly. Hi, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. We will start in the next 2 minutes. We are expecting more participants to join in. So just hold on. And of course, um, till then, if you can write in the chat, where are you from, what subject you teach, and of course, what is the purpose of joining this program? So if you can mention this, it'll be great.
Who is the host? Where is the
Yes, I am the host.
Yes, okay, ma'am. So actually, I'm also Sonam.
Okay, okay, no worries.
I was confused if I am host. Okay.
I request everyone else to also please write it in the chat. Where are you from? What subjects do you teach? And maybe, what's the reason why you've joined this webinar? All right, so let's begin with our session. We'll have some more people joining in, but we'll not make you wait for a long time as you have joined in on time. So, hi everyone, this is Sonam, and we are here to have a small session on understanding what is Microsoft Certified Educator certification, and how you can enroll yourself in a program and get yourself certified as Microsoft Certified Educator. So it's good to know some of you who've written in the chat. So hi Janvi and Sonam. Yes, I am Sonam myself too. Requesting all the others to write. Okay, so Miss Jaya is a maths teacher. How about the others? I'll be happy to know you. If you could write it in the chat, where are you from, what subject you teach? And of course, if you can also mention what is it that made you join this webinar, all right? Great, great to know you all. Please keep writing. I'll read about you and let's start with our webinar on Microsoft Certified Educator. So a little bit about our company. Our company's motto is to uplift, upkeep, upskill educators. Our company's name is Up Educators. We are Google for Education partner company. We have trained many educators across our countries. We are India's leading institute to offer instructor-led teaching programs, and we have made many educators confident and proficient in using technology in their classroom. So we have trained till date over 6,000 plus educators, and these educators are from across 3,000 plus schools and colleges from across 25 countries. 600 plus educators have become Microsoft and Google certified educator. And you could be another one such educator who can become a Microsoft certified educator. Not even 1% of the teacher population is a Microsoft certified educator. So let's understand, of course, I'll just talk about a little bit about myself, and then let's understand what is this certification all about, what you will learn in the certificate, and how can you get this certificate for yourself. Another initiative we've started for our teacher community is Expert Voices in Education. We have been inviting since the past, I think, 3 months, experts and prominent teacher educators from across the country, especially those who are national teacher awardees. We've called a number of them. You can see some names in the, on the screen: Achala Verma ma'am, Sangeeta Sohini ma'am, Ajit sir, and Sangeeta Gulati ma'am. Also, we've invited some international speakers on our platform. So definitely, once a person gets, initiated and joins us, they get, exposure. You're not with us just for, some period for the certification. We do so much more. We keep inviting you to all these talks, and, you get so much inspiration and so much learning from these educators. All right, a little bit about myself. I'm Sonam Chavan. I'm the trainer presenter for the program. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, and I'm a Google certified trainer as well. I have 15 years of experience in the field of education, and I have trained over 3,000 plus educators in digital tools, teaching pedagogies, curriculum development and implementation, international curriculum, and of course, career support. I have also been invited by MyGov to meet the Honorable Prime Minister, of course, definitely at his residence, to share my views on the current scenario of inclusive education in India. I was also awarded the Global Teacher Accreditation with a distinction by the British Council, and I was recently awarded Instructional Leadership Award by School Edu Excellence. So that's about the company and about me. Let's take it further and let's answer this question. You can, all write it in the chat. Why should teachers become digitally smart? Please make use of the chat and let me know, why should teachers become digitally smart? All right, so I have the first response: to adapt to the upcoming trends. Okay, what else? Anybody else has any answer to this? So I think I have a question directly sent to me. What is the outcome of this webinar? Through this webinar, you will understand how you can get yourself certified as a Microsoft certified educator. Okay, so what's the process? What should you be knowing? And all of that. All right, so some more answers to why should we teachers be digitally smart, so that you can engage students on online learning and integrate technology into their classrooms. Education system is changing, so hybrid is probably being initiated. Students are very smart these days, yes, a little more smarter than us, of course. So yes, some more answers would be appreciated by everyone. All right, let's take it forward. Let's take you through this particular video, and let's how teaching and learning is going to change, and in future, with, of course, the 5G, metaverse, and new technologies that have already started coming in to cater to the needs of all kinds of learners. Okay, all right, let's have a look at this video. All right, let me just play it up in a bigger screen.
Actually, so we're gonna have an astrophysicist in the family.
Actually, I have to write this paper. Will you help me?
Let's take a closer look. What part of the solar system are we talking about?
Saturn.
If you were taking astrophysics, you could study in the metaverse.
Did you know the rings are made up of billions of icy particles?
Really?
Look at this.
You ready to do that paper now, right?
Yeah.
In the metaverse, you'll be able to teleport not just to any place, but any time as well. Ancient Rome. Imagine standing on the streets, hearing the sounds, visiting the markets, to get a sense of the rhythm of life over 2,000 years ago. Imagine learning how the Forum was built by actually seeing the Forum get built right in front of you.
All right. So yes, of course, this is a video from Metaverse, which is a company run by Facebook, Meta as a company's name. But there are many Indian companies which have already started working towards creating digital content. You know, yesterday was a big announcement where Apple has got its AR gears. So, you are seeing the development and changes that are happening, and, you may soon see these things coming into the classroom. I think the recent gentleman we had invited from Tamil Nadu to do a session with our teachers on English. I think he is a government teacher and his school has some of these VR gadgets. He'll not have one per student, but he has couple of them in his school because, the videos which he showcased us, he's using AR and VR in his classroom to teach teach English, So that's what teachers across the country are already started implementing these things. Now, another reason, of course, is yes, there's a huge digital gap between what teachers can do and what students can do. According to a survey, we have, found out that grade 3 students are more tech savvy than 90% of the teachers. And it's very important, therefore, that we reduce this digital gap in the students, between the students and the teachers. Of course, there has been an exponential rise in the way digital content is now getting available. Probably no more we are going to be relying on textbooks and we'll be starting relying on digital content. A lot of publishers, famous publishers, Saraswati, Oxford, Pearson, these are very famous publishers, they have already started creating digital content. So will there be a day, where textbooks will not be used anymore? Maybe it will be not too far. And, teachers will now start developing own content, start using digital content, which is, of course, easily and freely available on the internet. So it is very important for teachers to know how to make use of it, because if you know to do this, you are going to easily engage your students in digital learning resources. Also, according to the World Economic Forum, it has been, researched that in the next 10 years time, 9 out of the 10 jobs will require digital skills. So it is going to be extremely important for us as teachers, one, to use digital technology in the classroom, and two, to even let students use digital technology because they also need to become digitally smart. Personalization is possible. So, when you want to support students one-on-one, when it's a bigger classroom, good strength, tend to feel, oh, it's so difficult to do it. And, how am I going to do it? But with digital, realization, you can do it very easily. You can send personalized sheets and personalized work to students very easily. Of course, somebody just mentioned that, hybrid learning is, becoming the new initiative. Hybrid learning or blended learning, one and the same thing. We are talking about blending the classroom learning with the online learning. And the new national education policy is also talking about, teachers adopting the blended learning approach. A review by an EdTech has revealed that 73% of the educators who've used blended learning have felt that there has been increased engagement by 73%. Okay, also there is an increase in the productivity of the educators. You save a lot of time when you use digital resources and digital, material in your classroom. And of course, if you are somebody who's looking out to become an online tutor, start your own stuff, or you become an online tutor in some company, it is very important for you to, be digitally smart. And of course, this industry is on a rise. There are so many online jobs available. You just go to Naukri and just type online jobs, and you will have over 20-30,000 jobs available for teachers. And all of these remote jobs. So, you don't have to be in a particular location to take up these jobs. And, of course, if you're somebody who's wanting to take care of, that as well as the family, it's the best thing that you can do with these online jobs. So coming to what are we looking at is, what is this Microsoft Certified Educator? How can you become one? What is it that we will be covering in the program? And of course, now, if you see this picture, can anybody tell me what similarity do you see in this picture? Definitely, I'm not looking at the, angle in which the camera has been kept to take the picture. You see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You see there's some food being kept. What is it that you can infer with looking at this picture? Anybody could write it in the chat. Same goes every day, same thing, same food every day. Do we like that food every day? Do you like it? Would you like it if you were giving the same thing every day? Of course, maybe not salad, but maybe your regular meal, same vegetables, same chapati every day. Will we like it? No, 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 of course, no, we won't like it. So why should also think about this? Why should we as educators use the same method of teaching every day for our kids? Aren't they going to feel what the kids in the picture feel? They'll feel sleepy. I have stopped listening after 5 minutes. What a bore. And this is what, the students will have in their mind. So this is something, just to ponder upon. I have put up that content that, if we don't like eating things, the same thing every single day, imagine how would our kids will be feeling when we end up using the same methods every day. All right. And of course, as I said, we are going to look at what is it that we cover in our program, how you can become a digitally smart teacher, how you can also integrate 21st century skills in your lessons, and of course, how do you go for becoming a Microsoft certified educator. So while we teach you our program, we teach the technology part, which will help you create ebooks, which will help you create newsletters, gamify your quizzes. It will help you make your lessons more interesting. With using of AR, VR, it will help you create digital classrooms. It will help you create amazing presentations, making, data analysis, something that we'll teach you, how you can use student data for analysis and how you can make changes in your, plans and things like that. And of course, interactive quizzes and automatic grade books. Now, as I mentioned, the second thing that we also focus on is 21st century learning design. How can you as educators create these, use these 21st century skills in your classroom and get the students to, experience this? Because these are going to be one of the very important skills for teachers to start developing, even according to the National Education Policy. So these are the 6 skills that we'll be teaching you. And then how these skills, okay, just teaching, you may say, oh, we know these skills, but how do you create lesson plans using these skills? That's more important, so that you know how you can integrate these in your lessons and get students to, learn these skills as well, because these skills are going to be the skills of the future. And of course, the last part I'll be speaking about, how do you become a Microsoft certified educator? What's the exam process and the other details? Now, taking you to understanding about the tools, the Microsoft tools. Let's take the first tool, which is the one-stop solution for many challenges of the educators. Let me show you a look of the Microsoft digital classroom, which is through Teams that you could create. So this is how a classroom would look like. If you open up a sample that I have created, you will see that, you could create an ebook and share it with your student. Okay, let me show you a sample of an ebook. Of course, apart from that, you could have a separate question and answer forum with the student with each chapter written, individually share certain resources, certain tips, clear out certain doubts of the students, So this is how your ebooks can look like, ebook in one place. The whole year's content is available to the students. You could put up your notes, you could put up any interesting content, you can put up, um, you know, videos which could directly play within your ebook. And the best part about this is that you do not have to keep resharing this again and again with your students. If you make any changes, if you update this, the changes will be seen to the students automatically, because these changes happen in the real time. So, you can add, forms as a way to assess, or you can add activities, you can add a worksheet. So a lot of things can be added in this ebook. Of course, apart from that, as I said, you could, have question answer forums, or, things that about that one chapter that you would like to share. You could share notes. You could create collaborative spaces with your students. You can get the students to question you. You can get them to integrate other applications, like I have integrated Neopod, I've integrated quizzes. So you'll be learning about these applications through our program, and then you will know how to easily integrate this into your classroom directly from that application. Apart from that, you can give assignments to students. Now, of course, when you give assignments, now we tend to want to give a lot of feedback to the students. So here you have an opportunity to just not give a text feedback, but you can also give a video feedback to your students. So let me show you. And of course, you can add rubrics. Now, why rubrics become very important these days, especially in this 21st century, is because when you have rubrics in place, you are able to tell students exactly where they have gone wrong. Why is it that you have not giving them certain marks for certain things? And you don't share these rubrics when you after the assignment is done. You will share the rubric with your students while you give the assignment. So if this is the assignment of the students, you will see that a rubric is being created by the teacher and is being given to the students. So now we will help you create these rubrics. Now, for each topic, we've also ensured that we integrate certain AI tools. So if you, let's say, for example, have to create rubrics of this kind, how you can make use of AI tools to create rubrics, and how you can then integrate into your, this lesson. How you can create leveled assignments, which means, you have different kinds of learners in your classroom. So how you can make use of, AI to make those leveled assignments. So those things, of course, we have now started integrating it in our program. So you will not just learn Microsoft, tools and the things that I'm talking about, but also how teachers can integrate, okay, AI within all of this is also what we are going to take care of for this, for this program. Now, as I said, once the teacher has received the assignment from the student, teacher can definitely give a comment, which could be a textual base, but she can also give a video comment. So here is the video tab where she can click on it and start recording herself and give a style, a video call. So this is also what she can do. And of course, with the rubric, she could exactly mark, and the rubric will even count for and give it to the teacher. So all she has to do is, okay, whether the information was relevant, okay, yeah. Is whether it was content was unique, maybe, yeah. Whether has he added pictures? Yes. Whether he has made citations? So yes, he's done it at the end. Has he added a footnote? No, he's not. Did he submit on time? If that's one of the criteria you've given, maybe he's not submitted it on time. No, he submitted after the due date. So you accordingly give him marks and you say done. Automatically the score will be calculated, and of course you will be able to give him feedback as well. So this is how you can create digital assignments as well for your students, and you will have an automated gradebook that will get created. So how is that automated gradebook going to look like? This is how it's going to look like. You will have a grade book, which will give you marks that the child has scored, and it will give you a class average on all assignment. Per assignment, how has your class performed? So this data could be analyzed. How has the student performed over all the assignments? So this kind of analysis can very easily be done. Plus, there are insights which Microsoft Teams automatically gives you, which are going to be very helpful for you as a teacher. Which students tend to submit late, which students tend to submit, work at night, which students are always on time. Those kinds of insight you will always get through the Microsoft Insights. All right. Now, moving on to the presentation, let me just take you through some of the things. So with Microsoft Teams, this is what you can do. I just showed you, you could create a digital ebook. All this can be accessed from the mobile phone. You could create assignments, give feedback. Of course, we'll be also teaching you how to give feedback using AI. Okay, so how you can get students' work and how it can be used to create and give feedback to the students. Okay, so all of this, apart from this, we also ensure that you know how to best use Teams for online or offline classrooms. How can you integrate different tools in Teams? How you can create private channels and regular communication channels, how you can create meetings in Teams, and how you can also use Teams to communicate to students one-on-one. And of course, we ensure that you become from a basic learner of digital tools to an expert in digital tools. Next we have is one notebook. I showed you a sample. Why is one notebook better over a Word document? Now, let's say, for example, you may say, oh, I create my Word document. I give them the notes in the Word document. In the Word document, when you put up a video, the video doesn't play within the Word document. Two, if you have to update the Word document, you will update and you'll have to resend it to the student. You'll have to, every time you make some change, you have to email it to the student. A big confusion for the students, which one to refer to. Third, if you have 20 chapters in a year, you will create 20 such documents and you will keep sending it to the student. So the child has to keep storing and downloading those 20 documents. Here with ebook, in one document, you can have 20 or 50 chapters and as much content you want to put it. You can put it and how many ever times you want to update it. That update is possible. Okay, so this is what is the benefit of creating an ebook. And of course, you have to not know any bit of coding. No cost is involved, very easy to learn. And of course, various applications can be easily integrated, like how I showed you. You could add a form in it, you can add a YouTube video in it, you can add worksheets, PDFs in it, you can add an audio in it, a lot of things. Of course, what is it that you can do with the OneNote? You can create an ebook with grades and subjects. You can create a resource for your website. You could create digital portfolios in it. You can take it for assignment purpose. And of course, you can make it interactive with using videos and images. And of course, you can even have, mind maps and things like that. Of course, we also teach you the advanced features of OneNote. While you come into Microsoft Teams, we teach you how to insert images, insert, sections which can be only shared with certain students, how you can use a mathematical option. For a maths teacher, there is a mathematical option. For the English and language teachers, how you can use their immersive reader for improving language skills of the student. So all that is covered with our OneNote program, OneNote, topic. Then comes Microsoft Forms. Here you will learn how to create quizzes, how to create adaptive quizzes, registration forms, how do you add video and images in your quizzes, how do you, get surveys done with certain styling features that they have. And of course, how you can have real-time responses from the students on quizzes. And you can also have like a poll graph can be shared on the classrooms with the students. Now, what's an adaptive quiz? Let me show you an example for it. All right. So here is a topic that I have chosen, grade 3 mathematics for fraction. And teachers can actually create an entire lesson on Microsoft Forms. So what you could do is you could record your own video and use it, or you could use any video. You give content to the student in the video form.
Today we are going to
Tell the student that they're expected to see this video. They will watch this video. Once they are done watching the video, they are going to get a question. Now, a fraction is a part of course, the answer is whole. But in case a child gives an incorrect answer, let me say if I give an answer sandwich and I say next, I will not be allowed to move to the next question. I'll be redirected to another video where I can revise my concept one more time by watching a video. And then once I'm done watching it, I can do next. And again, the same question will come back to me. So this is how you can program your form. And now if this time the child answers the right answer question, he'll get a next question to answer. And again, of course, he can answer it and he'll submit his response. So this is how you can create an adaptive quiz in Microsoft Forms. All right. Coming to Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Now, if you see my presentations have a lot of animation in it, that's because of certain features that are available in PowerPoint, which a lot of us do not explore. We think that we know PowerPoint, but there's so much in PowerPoint. If you see this particular slide, if you see there's a picture, there's a curve, there's a design to it. None of it I have created, manually. It has been created by an AI feature, which is within PowerPoint. So using that AI feature, how you can create dynamic presentations, how you can create, content which is looking more appealing, and of course, how you can make your presentation delivery better, because with a feature within that, it also helps you to train yourself. Okay, there's a coach kind of a thing which is inbuilt in Microsoft PowerPoint, where you can coach yourself and it can give you a feedback how you are talking and how you are preparing yourself. What should you avoid? What should you not do? What are the good things? Whether your pace was fine, all of that comes like a report to you. All right. Comes next is Microsoft Word. Here, of course, we teach you how you can use Microsoft Word to collaborate with your colleagues or your students, how you can create automated table of content, how you can translate a document from one language to the other, how you can dictate, how you can use citations and footnotes if you are doing some research. So all of this in one space. So when we talk about Microsoft Word, we are not talking about the basics. We all know basics, but what more can you do with Microsoft Word is what we cover here in our program. Comes in third application is Word, Excel. So the Excel one was left, is how you can make use of Excel for data analysis. It's very important. We collect a lot of data, but it is important for us to use it appropriately so that we can make some right decisions for our students. So we teach you the basics, the sort, the filter view, using of cells, and then we move on to important formulas, how you can create a grade book, how you can use conditional formatting, data validation, flash fills. So these are the concepts that are covered within the highlights over here in Microsoft Excel. OneDrive, it's a storage space like Google Drive. This is where you can upload your documents safely and you can share it with anybody you want. You can access it from any kind of devices because this is something which is available in the cloud. So, you most of must have written, you have used how to use Google Drive. So exactly the same way you can make use of Google OneDrive, and how you can have different kinds of rights given to different people. Microsoft Calendar, how you can organize your meetings, how you can organize events, time management, give yourself reminders, how you can set up time meetings, all of that in Microsoft Calendar. Sway. Now, Sway is considered a digital storytelling board. Here, you will be able to create videos, images. You'll be able to create digital storytelling, So it's a little different from PowerPoint. You'll be able to collaborate here. You'll be able to create newsletters here. You'll be able to even create your resume in this if you want to, or a journal if you want to create. A lot of things can be created. It is more dynamic because here you can interact with the photos, you can interact with the videos, you can interact with the audio as well over here. Flip is another very powerful tool. Again, here we will learn how to integrate AI. The tool itself has an inbuilt copilot within it, where you can get how AI can help you generate topics for discussions for students, how AI can, help you create discussion points for this. And of course, through this tool, you are helping students voice opinions. Here on this, you could use it as an alternative assessment tool, where you can put up students, for discussion. Students could create videos and give up, upload or attach their videos on the portal and see each other's responses as well. So individually they will work and they'll be able to, showcase what they know about it. They'll be able to also see and learn from other students as well. So this is how you can use Microsoft Flip. Okay. Now, coming to the second part of the program, of course, you are learning the Microsoft tools. But one of the very important part about the program is also that how you can integrate 21st century skills in your class. So if you see this picture, what can you think about teaching and learning process some years back? What do these pictures represent? If you could put in your comments in the chat. What do you get from these two pictures? There's a book and there's a classroom scenario. Teaching was from the book. Okay. So we were relying a lot on books. Okay. I'm not saying, textbooks were the only things. For any kind of information, we would refer to books first and then, probably to the internet. We were not so good with that also. Of course, students had to come to school to learn. There's no other way that they could learn. Okay. That's what we used to think. Seekhna hai to school jana padega. It used to be, that saying. But now, of course, there is a lot of change and, a lot of things have changed, especially after the pandemic. Okay? Especially after the pandemic, not that we were not using technology, but pandemic showed us the, whole outflow of using technology. So, some years back, when a person used to join a company, he would join as let's say, as an example taken here, he would join as a cashier and retire as a head cashier after 35 years. So years back, it was not very important to have too many skills. The growth in an organization was very slow. With few skills also, you are able to manage with things. But now we are in a world which is so fast paced, governed by AI and technology. For everything around us, it's governed by technology. And jobs which were not heard of a lot before are the jobs which are most popular and much in demand these days. You talk about, just imagine if somebody says, I'm very good at artificial intelligence and I know about the IoT, the machine learning, data scientist, that person will be welcomed on a red carpet in the company. Now, we don't know what is in future for our students, because while we were students, we did not know this is coming, because we are in the generation that is experiencing this change, but we were never prepared for that. And so is going to happen with our students. They are also never going to be prepared for what is there in the future for them. And therefore, just mastering of content is not going to be enough and sufficient for the students. It's going to be extremely important for us as teachers to build 21st century skills in their learners. There are many models of 21st century skills, the famous 4C model, There are many other. The one which we are going to learn is the model which is now gotten by Microsoft after doing a lot of research with a university in US. So if you see the teaching and learning process now, it is more hands-on. It has more of STEM in it nowadays, it's more collaborative in nature. Students can study, there are students who don't go to school but are studying, there's something, a concept of homeschooling is also there. But now there's a concept of online schools as well. There are students who are going to online schools where they're learning through being at anywhere in the world and studying from a teacher from across the continents. All right. So, and yes, we are now most reliant on the internet for our information, maybe not on the books. All right. So yes, as I said, Microsoft came up with this 6 skills: collaboration, knowledge construction, self-regulation, real-world problem solving and innovation, and ICT for learning and skill development. Now, the national education policy also talks about these skills, okay? So point number 3, it says that students should be having an opportunity for community participation. So when you talk about community participation, yes, teaching should be inquiry-based. That's what Ms. Sadhvi has mentioned there. Yes, it should be. Of course, as I was mentioning, that the 21st century skills is integrated into your national education policy. If you say community participation, they should know how to communicate. They should know how to collaborate, because if you have to work within a community, skills. Use of technology for teaching and learning. Point number 4 talks about teaching and learning. So the teachers also have to use technology, and will the students also have to use technology. Emphasis on conceptual understanding rather than rote learning. So no more telling students to just know things at the lower order thinking ability. Let them know skills of analysis, evaluation. That's covered in our knowledge construction. Critical thinking and creativity to boost logical decision-making and innovation. Point number 7 talks about that. And that's exactly what problem solving and innovation, one of the 21st century that we will teach you, talks about. Now, apart from the national education policy, even the boards, the ICSE board, the CBSE boards are all talking that it is important that teachers teach these skills to the students, because it is the most important skills. According to the CBS in their handbook, they have mentioned 21st century skills are the key to the empowerment of children and adolescents to deal with issues and concerns related to the life. So if you do this program, you will exactly know how to integrate these skills in the classroom. Second, of course, if you are a teacher who's already in an international curriculum or wants to go to teach in an international curriculum or is planning to go abroad, you should know that these international curriculum, especially Cambridge and the IB curriculum, they're both based on having 21st century skills integrated into their curriculum. So if Cambridge is a complete inquiry-based approach where it tells the learners to collaborate, communicate, have interdisciplinary approach, which is cross-curricular. IB talks about making learners good communicators, thinkers, inquirers, risk takers, reflective in nature. So these are nothing but 21st century skills, all right? Now, apart from this, we have introduced a masterclass module for all the participants who are taking up the program in this month, especially the next. I'll announce when the course is starting. But these additional masterclasses are over and above what you learn in Microsoft. So we've identified certain tools we know that are extremely important for making a teacher independent, user of technology. So as I said, we will teach you some new things. So how do you design on Canva? How do you can edit your own videos on Canva? How you can use AI in education. As I said, in Microsoft, of course, we will teach you, but we will also teach you some additional AI tools where you can integrate AI lessons in different AI tools in your classrooms. Introduction to coding. This is also very important because here you will learn, understand, and design your own fun activity using coding. Gamification, another very important and a new concept. We'll teach you how you can use gamification tools in your lessons. Then interactive learning experiences, how you can make your presentations more interactive, more engaging, how you could add 3D content, simulations, virtual reality, how you could add quizzes within your videos, all through an app called Nearpod, which is free, and how you can use it free. Also, you will tell you. Productivity tools, this is where how you can make use of best tools to reduce your work duration. So, how you can annotate with certain annotation tools, use Screencastify to record your lessons, or Miro for collaboration. And of course, AR and VR in education. How can you use AR and VR in your classrooms? Which tools, which applications, where would you get on that? Apart from this, in the masterclass, we've also included subject-specific apps as well. So for English and languages, we have Book Creator, Duolingo, Google Read Along, and many other tools that will teach you, which can be used by you in the class. For mathematics, there'll be GeoGebra, PHET, RoboCompass, GeoBoard, Blur, how you can use it for your subject. Science again, OLabs, physics classroom, PHET simulation, chem labs. So there are many other virtual science labs are there which can be used. For social science, again, how do you create virtual tips, timelines? How do you create 3D models? And how do you have access to historical contents, using Google Arts and Culture? And lastly, for the preschool teachers. So even for them, how do you use technology to develop phonics skill, literacy skill, numeracy skill? How do you help in story building, story jumper, so those skills. So let me take you to the highlights. So you are learning 13 plus tools, which are used by around 20 crore educators, extremely easy to learn, and you're going to learn over 100 plus features within this. Of course, this certificate gets you a badge, which you can see in front of your screen, which once you get can be used. You will also get a certificate from Microsoft after you finish off their exam, where it says that you are technologically literate along with the 21st century learning skills is also being mentioned. Also, the certificate, if you notice, is signed by the CEO, Satya Nadella. All right. Now, how is this program covered and what is it that you can do about it? Of course, you have a choice to do this program, over the YouTube, you could go, but there's another option, which is you can, join and enroll in for our program with us. And you could, prepare yourself in just under 5 weeks to be able to go ahead, write the exam and become a Microsoft certified educator. So here, while we help you towards, preparing yourself for the exam, and also how do you implement these tools and strategies in your classroom, and be it any kind of classroom, you'll be able to implement this very easily. As I said, you will get this badge, which you can see on the right-hand side of the screen. And where is it that you can do? You can use it to brand yourself, or while you write it in your resume. You can put it up in your email signature. You can put it up in your LinkedIn profile as well, or you can write it in your LinkedIn headline that you are a Microsoft certified educator. What are the benefits of this program? Of course, you are developing 21st century learning skills in your learners. You know how to integrate digital tools in your class, making your lessons more interesting, having the future, preparing the students for the future, learning new models. So we'll teach you how to do blended classroom, flipped classroom. And of course, you are leading to the digital transformation. You have a tech credibility and an edge over another candidate who's also looking for a job. And of course, with digitalization, you are reducing your digital gap and also some of your work. So these are some of the benefits of the program. Now, how do you become, a Microsoft certified educator? You need to complete a training program, which I said you could do it from the internet, go through YouTube videos and do it. Or you will have to, do a structured program. We are one of the companies which is offering this structured program. And along with that, you give an exam fee, or you give an examination which has a fee of around 4,400. You write an exam at the comfort of your house. Duration of the exam is 1 hour, and you have a passing score requirement of 70%. You will immediately get your results. Okay, and the exam is completely MCQ based, so you don't have to worry at all. Now, how do we help you be prepared for this? First, while you do our program, it is live interactive sessions. Everything is hands-on. You will be learning alongside with the educator or the teacher who's teaching you. We will give you assignments, 7 practical assignment, 4 quiz assignments, so that you get trained towards understanding what kind of questions are being asked. Then, of course, we give you mock exam, we help you with mentor support, we help you with doubt sessions, and we give you curated material for your course. Also, our batch size is limited. We are starting, sorry, it should have been 13th of June, not 13th of May. So let me just make that change. It should be 13th of May, June. So the batch is starting on the 13th of June, and it's a 5-week program. We have thrice a week class from 8:30 to 10. All right. Now, coming to the program fee. So we have 9,900 for the training of the program, 4,400, as I said, you have to pay for the examination, and 3,000 for the master classes. The entire program comes to 17,300. Now, we have received some exam vouchers from Microsoft, of which around 60% are over. But if you could confirm your seat, we can hold on to some of the vouchers for you. And with these vouchers, you could avail for an examination fee exemption. Okay, so if you can do that, it'll be great, and it will drastically get the cost down for you for the program. From 17,300, it will get you to 12,900. Okay, so now you just have to pay for the training and the master classes. And of course, we have also announced another bonus for everyone, is also that you can avail this wave off of getting 3,000 off for the master classes as well. So entire program, instead of paying 17,300, now you could get it in under 10,000. So 9,900, which includes your training fee for Microsoft program, as well as the examination fee, as well as the master classes. So you have around 13 tools of Microsoft, 12 tools in master classes that you will learn. 12 such master classes is what you get. So I showed you around 12 master classes. So you'll get those 12 master classes, and also including of your examination fee. So this is one of the very favorite saying of mine. Technology will never replace teachers, so don't ever worry about that. But teachers who use technology will probably be replaced by those who do not use it. So make sure you are technologically enabled teacher, you are digitally smart. We've been rated 4.9 on 5 on our training programs by 700 plus. Now actually it's become 800 plus educators. Let me take you to our website and have a look at that as well. And I'm also putting up a poll in the in Zoom. You will be able to select on it, and you can write or can decide whether you would want to know more about it. And of course, our team can get in touch with. So if I go to Up Educators, okay, if I go to the Google search, you will see Up Educators over here. You will see 800 plus. As I said, we have an increase in numbers. So 800 plus Google reviews, and our rating is 4.9. If I click on it and I go to the newest, you'll see the reviews we've got here. Okay. So our reviews have been fantastic, and you can read about that if you have the time to. Of course, you can go to our website and see some of the video reviews as well. So if you come down, you will see there are some 500 plus video reviews as well. So you can see how we have conducted our program. And of course, as I said, we have the expert voices that have happened. So this is what we've been doing. And you'll be able to see that we've invited these educators on our platform. Of course, here you can go to the view course and you'll be able to get all the details about the program. You can download the detailed syllabus. You'll be able to see what we are offering. As I said, it is on 13th of June that we are starting with our program. Any FAQs you have, you can have a look at it right from here. And of course, as I said, some of the feedback on our programs is also mentioned here. So if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. And I will look forward to have you all take up this program and make sure that you transform yourself to a digital smart teacher. Of course, you can take down this number. You can contact Miss Malvika on this number in case you wish to know more about the program. And you have 3 options here in the poll, whether you would want to know more about the program. I request all of you to please answer that so that we can exactly know, whether we can, get in touch with you and know about it. So it is yes, no, and maybe. So I request everybody to please, please mark this so that you can we can get in touch with you. And if there are any questions, do let me know. I will definitely like to answer it. Any questions by anyone? So now, as how much will be the cost? That's a question asked. So as I said, it was 17,300, but of course, if you can avail for the same in the couple of days, and you can get a examination redemption, exemption, as well as you can get the master classes for fee getting waived off. So all of that, if I deduct, it is now going to come to 9,900. Okay, so it is 9,900 for the entire program, which includes your training, which includes training, which includes the examination fee, and also includes 12 master classes. So the course training for Microsoft is 5 weeks. All right, and thereafter you'll get time for doing the master classes.
Hello, ma'am. This is Ritvika.
Yes.
Ma'am, you said 5 weeks. And after that, how long will those master classes take?
So that can take another 2 months. Depends on if you complete it within, like, we'll give you option to, attend it within 6 months. So if you are free, you can finish it within 2 months, all the 6 other 12 master classes.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I wish you a very good luck. And of course, if you are keen about taking up the program, please mark the poll so that, we can have our team get in touch. Thank you all very much and have a good evening and a good day. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mom.